G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So this one's a pretty sad video. I don't know how much detail I'll give. It's not my story to tell, but one of my friends, I've got two best friends that I've made over the hobby over the years, and one of them just, he didn't get out of fish, but he got out of flowerhorns. He's got one display tank left with a stingray, but it's sad for me because it means now I don't have a close friend that is breeding flowerhorns with me. Not so much a partner, but just somebody that we trade fish, talk about our lines. We pretty much had the same lines. He was breeding fish I'd given him for free. I was breeding fish he'd given me for free. Like, it was just a good time. Just before we get into, tell you guys, the koi pond, it's got an algae bloom. The first time since it was new, really. It bloomed algae when it was built, and then once it cycled it was good. You can't see the bottom. First time 4 years. I think it's 4 years. Fact check me down in the... Did I build the pond before? I built it before I even started YouTube, actually. I don't know why it's blooming algae. Rainbow trout. They're gonna over... And then let's go in the fish room. Alright, so maybe a slight update, maybe not, but I'll show you the fish. I had a massive cull. All the culls are in there. That Viha there is not a cull. Hopefully it survives. That one there, kind of not really a cull. It's a cull, but I wouldn't mind breeding it one day. This girl here is actually going to be a really nice ZZ, but she's a cull because it's not the direction I want to go. Was it that girl or that girl? One of them, I think it's that one. Anyway, so I tried to breed this pair. The boy didn't fertilise the eggs. I'll give him another shot. He didn't really seem that interested, but I didn't actually watch them breed. I was at work. This time, he's cleaning the ground before she's even dropped her tube, so it's like he wants to have another go. So these two guys here, ZZ, I'm going to sell these two. So they're straight ZZ. This one's starting to fade. Sorry if you're in the East Coast, I can't ship them. And this isn't an advertising post either. I want to show you the fish he brought over. So these pretty cool classic style ZZ. One thing about this line, so this is from the line that I kind of gave up on as well, because I was trying to go for the full head coverage. That guy's not full head coverage, but this guy is. Check this guy out. This guy is a bloody weapon. This is my best fish bred in-house by far. Anyway, off topic. So I'm going to try to sell these two. Unfortunately, due to interest rates, the market's real low. So then there was this girl here. She's got full head coverage and face pearls, so she's pretty cool. This guy here, I don't know if you've seen him. You have. Yeah, you definitely have. That's the boy that was down there like 2 months ago, 3 months ago that I was showing you. He's popping. He's not really the style I want to breed because he's classic ZZ. I want to breed KZZ. But he's a really nice classic ZZ, so the plan is to breed classic ZZ with classic ZZ. So this is the dad of them all. So this guy might look familiar to the old time subscribers. That's because this guy is Charles cross Red Vampire. He's one of the original lines that I was breeding when I started the channel. So he's F2, so this guy's like 5 years old, maybe older. So he's bizarre. So my friend said that every time he changes his tank, he gets that duck lip and his cock goes down. He just becomes a real sook when he's moved, but he might be a bit touch and go. He is quite old now, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. It'd be cool to breed him, but I don't know what I'd breed him with. I've got some methylene blue up there. So if you know the answer to this, drop it in the comments. From what I've heard, there's two different variants of fin rot. One being dirty water, but there's actually another one which can be triggered from change in water temperature and stressing the fish out. So that Viha that's up there, I had it over there and I moved it over there. This tank over this side would be much warmer. So it would have had a huge temperature fluctuation. And then it got fin rot. That's one of the biggest tanks in the room. Oh, it's 550 litres, one fish by himself. It should be right. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you why that tank's blue. Methylene blue, great for fin rot, so, and it's cheap. So that's my first method of attack. So this girl here, these are all one batch too, so the same line. That one there, I'm not as inclined to breed as that one up there. It's not as nice, but if I get a batch from this pair, I don't mind. So this was the select from them. He's got what's called a, is it Malu or Mal? I forgot already. So basically, the shape of this jawline is an old Australian trait that isn't seen anymore. So here's a throwback from that jawline. See how it curves right up? Here's a throwback from like 2010 to 2012 that a guy named Den was breeding in Perth. And it's a trait that's Australian made, and apparently the Thai tried to recreate it, but they never recreated it in a big fish. Oh no, no lights. So there's Thai fish that have that same uplifting jaw, but they're only max size like 25 centimeters, whereas the I don't think it's Malu, it's Malu. These guys will get like over 30 centimeters traditionally, but obviously these two boys, there's another one over here, they carry that trait, but how big they get, we don't know yet. So, I don't know. My friend, that's his favourite from the batch, but personally, I think I might like this boy better. But anyway, point being, these two here, I don't really want to sell them to a random. They would only go to somebody if I knew was going to breed them. Oh, and only one of them would go because I want to breed that trait. But I have to pick the right girl for it. So anyway, it's been this huge morning of shuffling. Oh, what's over here? Oh, so this guy here, I moved here. I feel like you non-Flowerhorn people might like this guy because he pops in colour. He's just chilling. He's a bit beaky and he's got no cock, so, but he's got a full face mask. I don't know. If I bred him, it would be a compromise. I've got better fish. So yeah, I was going to sell this boy here, and when he was in a bigger tank you didn't notice it because he's always sideways, but in this smaller space you can see his jaw's not straight, so I don't know if I'd sell him or cull him. I don't know. If I sold him, I'd have to put him in a bigger tank and pump him back up so people could see the potential of what he looks like for sale, if you know what I mean. Man, I could breed one of these boys. I've got a little girl down there I'm pumping. Check out the red under this jawline. So this guy here is a bit beaky. He might fill out, but I kind of want to breed him just because of how red he is. And I think like you concentrate so much on shape kind of lose sight a little bit of that deep red, which as a breeder you lose sight of that deep red, but as a novice buying into the hobby, I feel like that deep red is what people want if they don't know anything about the shape. See, he's pink. If you look, a lot of them are pink, but like, if you look at, he's pretty red, kind of red. If you look at the, like, more of the, this guy's closer to the old traditional Australian Flowerhorns, the red vampire. They were real red. I hope he comes back good. If I want to keep this guy as a pet, I think. So he's the same age as Richard. No, he's probably 6 months younger than Richard. So if you remember how old Richard was, this guy's just as old, pretty much. Give or take a few, 6 months. Oh. I was going to advertise these guys, but there's a mouthful in there, so I might strip them out. Yeah, look down there. I might strip that mouthful. Anyway guys, if there's anyone in Perth watching that's breeding Flowerhorns, wants to learn to breed Flowerhorns, or wants to trade fish, wants to, I'm not looking for a partner that we share sales and that. I'm looking for somebody to share bloodlines, and it's really hard. It's going to be hard to concentrate on line breeding the Flowerhorns in one room. You need 2 people concentrating on 2 separate lines and then cross them back in at F4 together. I'm going to try and do it by myself, but it's a tough feat. And the problem at the moment in Australia, nobody has their eyes on line breeding. Everybody's doing fish soup. A friend named Julian, he posted on a page the other day asking to see people's F3, F4 combinations in Australia, and they don't exist anymore. And I've just culled my F4 batch because I wasn't happy with it, and it's pretty sad that it got to F4 before I decided that, but I don't know, I'm going to push now. I'm going for, I've got a boy best to pump this boy and breed F2 with that girl, but obviously that's a big stretch. Like, he's got a lot of growing to do, she's quite old, so it might not happen. I do have girls that I can breed with him. This girl up here, she's red eye. She got smashed by a boy which I just culled, but she'll be a good candidate for the F2 female if I lose her. The problem is I've never had big batches from her. They've always been tiny, so I don't have, oh, there's a girl down here, but she's a bit long in the face. It'd be F2, but would it be a nice F2? I'm not sure. She's not beaky, she's just long in the face. I know it's kind of the same thing, but she's got good fin wrap. Maybe not. She's got an extended tail. She's definitely a candidate for F2. She's not the best candidate for F2. Can't remember which other girls are from. That's a girl there from them. That's a boy. I'm struggling to get girls. Oh, there's 2 girls here. This one here is going to be a ripper. Try to catch it in the light. It's just red eye, which I'm trying to go white eye, but if I, as far as F2, if I have to bring a red eye to a white eye and the traits outweigh the 2 white eyes, obviously I can cull for red eye in F2, but a nicer looking fish with mixed coloured eyes is going to be better than 2 white eyes and producing shitter fish, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. But yeah, that's another one bites the dust. If you know who I'm talking about too, it's really sad because well, I don't know. The only great thing is he's one of my best friends now, so I'll always have him to bounce off with breeding, and I know he'll always have the time of day for me, so I still have that. But talking to people about your lines is what keeps you motivated to breed, I found. And like the people that have watched the channel that have bred for or have been into fish for 10 years, you'll know most of the people that were in it 10 years ago that I made friends with are all out now, and I just haven't made new friends, that like new breeders, as much. So it's getting to the point where I feel like I don't know anyone in the hobby anymore. One of the main reasons is like PCS doesn't have meetings anymore, so I don't meet people in person as well. Yeah, I don't know. Could drop a comment below, let me know if you feel the same way, if you've been in the hobby for a long time, if you feel like there's people missing. Anyway, peace out. I hope you enjoy an upload. I know it's been a while. I am trying to just post sporadically when I can. I know it's not good for the analytics, but I don't care about the analytics. I just care about some footage for the people that like watching it. Anyway, peace out.